Poor Dad, Rich Son, The New Age of Success. Written by Jack Howard, narrated by Jonathan Popp. Part 1. Measure the length of the hinge. Mark its future home on the wooden beam. Position the hinge on the beam. Screw in the hinge. Curse when one of the screws falls on the carpet. Realize the measurements were off. Curse some more. Give up for a few minutes. Eat a bagel and seethe. Measure the length of the hinge. Making art is a constant balancing of stress and beauty, unless you're getting paid for it, in which case it's just stress all the time. I've never actually taken on a commission before, but when some history nerd at school told me they'd pay me $50 for a trebuchet, I wasn't about to say no. It's not going to be a full-size trebuchet, of course. I'm pretty sure those are illegal outside of wartime, since they're huge and were used to hold boulders at castle walls. But it's still definitely going to have people at school talking. That's the reputation I've made for myself, I guess. Jay Parrish, the 17-year-old woodworking wizard. I've always been good at working with my hands. My dad's a construction worker and taught me how to use a hammer the second I was old enough to grip it without dropping it on my foot. I went right past birdhouses and straight to building chests and model cars. One Christmas, I made a miniature version of our childhood home that we put on display in our old living room, complete with crudely made models of our family that ended up looking like deformed snowmen. I needed and wanted an honest and consistent chance to show off my skills, and I'd eventually get it. When I took a woodworking class as my freshman year elective, it was all over. This was my big chance to prove that I was genuinely good at crafting things, and I took this opportunity seriously while trying, and sometimes failing, to contain my excitement. I got an A on every project, with notes and commendations from my teacher. He even took a miniature tank I made to some convention he went to. Even after I passed his class, he still allowed me to come into the workshop anytime I wanted to, if I ever wanted to make something. When I ran out of space at home to put my projects, he would display them around the workshop. That's how the rest of this school recognized I even existed, let alone had this talent. A trebuchet, I mutter in disbelief as I attach the last hinge. I hope this doesn't count as some weird version of war profiteering. The thought of getting paid for my work had crossed my mind
Sample complete. Ready to continue?